Well, hello out there in YouTube land. Hey, I won the 2022 Gatton CNC Christmas challenge this year and won a new Enjoywood laser engraver. And I'm going to show you today how I built this enclosure for it. Stick with me and we'll get right with it. I started this project by cutting two 25 by 17 inch pieces of 1/2 inch ply for the sides, then one 24 by 17 for the back. I also cut dados 4 and 6 inches from the bottom for the support rails and the honeycomb bed, and also dados for fitting the bottom and the back. Finally, it was time to lay out the pieces and get ready for the basic assembly. I glued and clamped it all together, then used a brad nailer to hold it all together. I also used pocket holes for the corners of the floor rails and the honeycomb bed. Right now, I'm just making sure the floor and honeycomb rails fit. After securing the top on the enclosure, I proceeded to lay out the cut lines for the door opening. I cut the hinge line on the lid and installed a piano hinge before cutting the lid loose. Now it was time to start cutting the lid from the box. Here is where I lay out and install the UV protection glass. I saved a couple pieces from my 100-watt laser that got hit a few years back by a lightning strike. Oh, that wasn't good. For decorative purposes, I ran a radius around the outside of the opening I made for the plexiglass. Here I'm doing the cutout for the front panel plexiglass and routing the same radius for it. Now that the sanding has been completed, it's time to get the assembly in the paint booth. While waiting on paint to dry, I modified the honeycomb bed that I used in the 100-watt laser machine. It was 26 by 39 inches, and I had to cut it down to 26 by 24 to fit in the new enclosure. With the paint now dry, it was time to install the plexiglass. I used a rubber cement to assure a good seal around the glass. I used silicone caulk around the inside edge of the plexiglass. Well, I guess that's about it for this box building episode, boys and girls. It's just all over but the screaming and the shouting. And now it's going to be a little shout out here for myself and for the closure of this thing. Let me know what you think in the comments after you take a look at this. Now, I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to show you that I've got the box built. Got my looking glass here in the front and on the top. Got my exhaust fan right here. It's going to take my fumes and smell away. And I got to open it up and it'll stay up there. And let's move the camera around and give you a little better view of the inside. And there it is. That is the Enjoywood laser that I won from the Gatton CNC Christmas challenge, and worked our way right around to the side here. You see I moved the controller to the outside. I don't know if we can see that or not. Right there, I moved the controller to the outside using Lightburn software, and everything functioning pretty well. Now, the front door on this folds down. I'll not pull this out now, but this is my honeycomb grid. Slides in and out here on the shelf, and at the bottom, underneath here, gives room for the rotary cup and such roller attachment. And I have that. It won't slide in here, but it'll sit down from the inside, and the honeycomb slides in on top of it. That flattens out pretty securely right there, and I guess we're ready to go. Oh, and also, we can take a look here, and yeah, I have lights don't show up too much with that in the lighted situation here, but you can see it lights up the cabinet pretty good. I'll turn them off, and you see there the lights go out. So that's about it for this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and until then, I'll see you in my next video.